Hello, sports fans. Well, Ben's Hang-Ups here. I am heading east on Highway 64. And it is foggy. Right now it's very foggy. Anyway, we're heading to the lake. And I'd like to show you what's around here, but I can't see a thing. So I guess we'll just see you down the road. Hopefully we don't drive right into the lake. See ya. A little history of Lake Placid. In early 1942, the area now known as Highlands County was set aside for the Seminole Indians. After the last Seminole War of 1856 to 58, the Seminole people retreated southward to the Everglades. In 1909, Congress opened these lands for homesteading, and by 1912, there were over 75 homesteaders in the area. Over the ensuing years, the settlement was known as Lake Buck, Lake June, or Lake Stearns. However, with the advent of the Atlantic Coastline Railroad through the area, the name would be changed again. With housing in big demand and short supply, it was a tent town. By 1924, the area was once again called Lake Stearns. By 1926, the Florida building boom resulted in tourists flocking to the town and businesses sprung up everywhere. 1927, Dr. Melvin Drury, creator of the Drury Decimal System for cataloging library books, arrived in the area, finding the locale remarkably similar to his native Lake Placid, New York. Drury had visions of a resort town. Drury's first move was to open a 100-room hotel in Midtown for wealthier tourists and then build a three-complex hotel collectively called Lake Placid LOJ. The spelling is a result of Drury's simplified spelling approach. The LOJ is the present site of Lake Placid Conference Center. In 1927, at Drury's urging, the town's name was changed to Lake Placid by legislative action and has remained so to this day. There are approximately 49 of these murals that are painted on the sides of buildings within Lake Placid. The best way to view them is first stop at the museum. It's downtown. There are signs. Go to the museum, buy yourself a book for $4 on the murals, and then find the murals. They're all around town. Each mural has a story behind it, and also hidden pictures within the mural, which are very interesting and sometimes very difficult to find. Each mural is evaluated on a yearly basis for fading, cracking in the wall, or water collecting under the paint. When necessary, the cracks are fixed, the walls are washed, and or the mural repainted to its original appearance. Then a coating is applied to protect the paint and keep it bright and vibrant. Some of the murals have been repainted as many as 5 times. This mural is a mural of Dr. Melvin Drury. This mural is called Prairie Dwellers, and the hidden picture in this is called a 1-inch Spirit Man. I did not find it. This mural is called a Lost Bear Cub, and hidden in it are 2 bear paws and an Indian. And I didn't find those either. Well, I'm at a park here in Lake Placid, and kind of in the middle of town here. It's not a very big park, but it's a nice park. Looks like they can hold events here. I hear it already echoing around. So I'm shooting right now the murals here in town. City of Murals. Speaking of that, there's one right across the way here. See that one there? Side of that building. So we're going to go over and take a look at that. And we'll keep on moseying down the street here in Lake Placid. Beautiful morning, probably about 74. Maybe a little bit more than that. It's starting to warm up. Gonna be a nice day, blue skies. So I'm gonna take a look at this big mural here. Then we'll continue down the street. See this one here, and then if you look over there, across the way, you see a couple more. They're all over the place. So, okay, I'm gonna take a shot at this one. This mural is called the Old Post Office. And hidden somewhere in this mural is a postage stamp. And I think I found it. This mural is called The Talk of the Town. And hidden somewhere in here is a child's play telephone. There's also two things missing. And of course I did not figure that out. But these sure are beautiful. Beautifully done. This one is entitled Captain T.W. Webb. That would be him down there. This mural is entitled Our Citrus Heritage. This mural was painted by Keith Goodman. Now, as best I can tell, there are 20 artists that contributed to painting at various murals around town. And Keith is responsible for, I believe, 19 of them. From there on, it goes down to some artists painted one of them, some painted as many as 3. We'll try to keep you up to date as we go. And so some of these fabulous artists are. These little automobiles and trains are posted all over town. This is a mural, Lake Placid County Fair. It is one of the bigger ones around. And it was painted by Connie T. Burns Watkins. Just depicts a county fair. This is a painting of Etta Mae Henderson, and it's entitled Sharing and Caring. The artist is Charles Peck. This one is entitled A Remarkable Woman, and it's a portrait of Jenny Ringlinger. I hope I pronounced that name correctly. The artist was Roger Cook. This is entitled The Trail to Eagle Scout, and that's by Keith Goodman. My uncle was an Eagle Scout right before World War II. He went into the war as a second lieutenant. Was killed in a landing in Africa. This one is entitled Tropical State Bank Robbery. It was painted by Richard Currier. If you look close, there are 3 S signs. You'd have to look really close. This one's entitled Toby's First Clown Class, and it was painted by Keith Goodman. This one is called Richard Archibald and Archibald Biological Station, painted by Keith Goodman. And there are a lot of hidden pictures in this picture. If you plan a trip to Lake Placid, I would recommend you come early in the morning. Get here as early as you can. And give yourself 3 to 4 hours to walk around, not being rushed, and look at these murals. You can stop to have lunch somewhere, cool down, have a cool beverage, and then head back out, see some more murals. You need to read the history on each one and then look for the hidden picture within the picture. And I think you can have a heck of a good time. And if you got children with you, trying to find a picture within a picture, pretty interesting stuff. This one is called Jewels of Highland County. Artist Keith Goodson. This one is called Istacapoca, and it was done by Keith Goodson. By the way, that name, Istacapoca, and I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, means many men died here. And hidden in here is 3 little raccoons. This one is called Lake Istacapoca Village, and it was painted by Guy Labrie. This is Toby's Clown School, artist John Kuchar. Recognize those 3 guys back there? You should. One of my last videos featured those 3 guys. The mural is called Stuck in Time. And this white screen is just that, a white screen. Because this is in a little park between 2 buildings. This particular way, on certain evenings, they can show movies on that white screen. This is on the other side of that little park, and I can't tell you the name of it. I can just tell you it's very, very colorful. This is called The Basin, and the artist was Keith Goodson. It's called The Rose Man, and it was painted by Roger Cook. The Lake Placid's Women's Club has two murals, one on the front and one on the side of the building. The one on the front is called Sand Hill Cranes, Dawn Patrol, painted by Thomas Brooks. On the side of the building is called Watching from the Past. Artist was Terry Smith. There are two pair of eyes, if you can find them, two mice, one squirrel. Also, watch the wolf's eyes follow you as you walk around. This one is called Celebrating Lake Placid, America's Most Interesting Town. Artist Keith Goodson. By the way, it's on the side of a Walgreens drugstore. This is called simply Airboat by Keith Goodson. And you look in here for an alligator and the Lake June serpent. Now back here, that's the museum. That's where you can pick up your book for $4. Highly recommend you do that. Highly recommend. There's also a railroad track back here. And this is inside the museum. The railroad back there is also part of this. This is an old railroad depot here that's made into the museum. And it's run by the Historical Society of Lake Placid. Very helpful couple of gentlemen in here. One gentleman's name was Bob, and he gave me some of the history and sold me the book. Very, very helpful. And the other gentleman was Tom Missenheimer. Tom's a very interesting man too. Good background and a lot of help. There's a dress worn by Jacqueline Kennedy. Audie Murphy. Original switchboard. Well, been all around town, Lake Placid, and I think I got almost all the murals. I'm gonna check, I may have missed a couple, but they are beautiful and very well kept up. Got to give the Rotary a shot. That's probably the neatest park and beautiful murals that they've got there. So I just left the Lake Placid Museum. Small, not a lot in there, but some good information. There's no charge. That's a good thing. You can buy a book on the murals. I did, $4. Help them out a little bit. Enjoyed the town, a lot of walking. I did a lot of walking. Now, is it worth the trip? Well, it's a 2-hour trip, a lot of 2-lane road. Get a lot of trucks on there and you don't always move as fast as you'd like. But I think if you've never seen Lake Placid, you need to come and see it. Not just the murals, but the whole town. So I'm going to mosey now down the road. You know what that means? I'm going to mosey, I mean I'm going to move. And I think I'm going to look for a winery. And I need a couple bottles of wine to add to the collection. So we're going to go down there and we'll see you down the road. So if you know me, you know that I like to partake of a glass of wine occasionally. So I rode out to a place called Hen Scratch Farms. And this is it. and the name fits. Now, I did purchase a few bottles of wine here and a couple jars of blueberry jam. And the blueberry jam's not bad, and the wine isn't bad either. I tried the strawberry. It's a very, kind of like a dessert wine. Sweet. Very good, though. Very good. And I enjoyed my little visit here. Now, Hen Scratch Winery is on Hen Scratch Road. And we're, I don't know, maybe 12, 14 miles out of Lake Placid. Yeah, if you're going, I might as well make a stop here. They have jellies, jams, dressings, different sauces, all kinds of little goodies. And maybe 12 different kinds of wines. There's foot stomping wine in there. And of course, what's hen scratching without hens? Well, you got to have a little hen scratching on Hen Scratch Road. Now, right down Hen Scratch Road, right past the winery, is the Sugar Sand Distillery. This is back in the boondocks. And you see the stage, movable stage there, and here they have the bar. Wine, beer, liquor. And inside that door right there is the liquor tasting. They are a distillery and fine spirits. And yes, I bought a bottle of whiskey.